Hey guys, it's Megan. I'm a high school librarian and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be the last video that I film for a while. I'm filming some of these in advance because at this point when you see this, I might very well have had the baby. In fact, I think this is coming out on February 10th, which is my due date. So we'll see if I've had the baby by then or not, and I'll keep you guys updated. So just to give you guys a little idea of what this video is, I want to show you some books that I want to read in February, but with the baby, I have no idea if I'll be able to read any books at all, or maybe I'll have tons of time when I'm at home for 6 weeks not working and the baby's asleep, and maybe, you know, I'm not a very good napper, so maybe I'll have tons of time. I don't know. We'll find out. But these are some books I would like to get around to reading in February, and I want to do a little farewell from BookTube for possibly a while because I don't know how much time I'm going to have to film when I have this baby. So the first book that I do want to get through is Mimnock the Devil by Anne Rice. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I've already talked about it in other videos because I've already started it. I mentioned it in my wrap up. I'm 50 pages in, so I read that part in January, and now I'm going to keep going, and we're going to see if I like it better up on reread than I did when I first read these like 10 years ago. It's been about 10 years probably since I've read this book, maybe not quite 10 years, but I've read it about 3 times, and it was one of my least favorites of the Vampire Chronicles. So this is book 5, by the way, of the Vampire Chronicles, and I'm just hopping kind of right back into this one just to see if I like it any better this time. The next book that I'm 100% going to read, well, I say 100%, we'll see, is Bloody Rose by, I think it's Nicholas Eames. I keep forgetting who the author is because I don't have the actual physical book. I'm going to read the ebook. But this book is the sort of, I honestly don't know. It's the sort of sequel / set in the same universe as Kings of the Wild, which is a book I read last month and thought it was pretty decent. It was fun and fast paced and like a Viking fantasy thing. So I know that there was a character in that one named Rose. So I'm assuming that this has more to do with her than it does the whole rest of the band from the first book. So I am definitely going to get around to this one, but we'll see in what format. Hopefully an ebook. That's how I will read this one. Okay, next, not sure if I'll get around to it either, but is Legendborn. This has been on my radar for a while now because a lot of booktubers are talking about it. It's a YA novel that I know is sort of more of an urban fantasy, which I do love because I love like the Dresden Files. So I think I would like this type of book. It's long. It's about 500 pages with a little tiny font. Look at how tiny that font is. It's so small for a YA book. So I've heard that, well, even though it's standalone, that there could be many, many novels in this world because of the world building. It's so good, apparently. And I know it's about a girl who goes to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, but she discovers this like secret society of people there who are descended from like Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur kind of stuff or something. And so they're called Legendborns. There's a mysterious mage who calls himself Merlin or something. And anyway, she, of course, I'm sure is Legendborn as well, and a descendant of King Arthur's knights or something. And there's a magical war coming. And so I don't know. I'm intrigued. I love King Arthur stuff, and I haven't read anything King Arthur wise in a long time. So I think this will be really fun. I'm hoping that I can get the audiobook for this. If I can, then that is definitely something I can listen to while I'm taking care of the baby. Now, I'm only putting 4 books on the TBR for February because that would be a book a week. And with the baby, I don't know. Who knows? Plus, maybe still making lesson plans for school. I might still be working for the first part of February, like the first week. Who knows? The baby could come tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm only putting 4 books on here. So that was 3. The 4th one is long. This is something I talked about in my last little book haul video, so I don't want to show you too much about it right now, since I already kind of talked about it in the other one, but in my book haul, I'll tell you more of what this one's about. It's the first of a sci-fi series called The Expanse, which is a TV show now. I think it's really popular. So if I like this, I will definitely try the TV show. It is by James S.A. Corey, who's actually 2 different authors who write together under this pen name. One of those authors is the assistant to George R.R. Martin himself. And so I've heard that this is basically George R.R. Martin, you know, it's basically a Game of Thrones, but set in space, pretty much. So, or I should say A Song of Ice and Fire, sorry, set in space. So I'm really intrigued by that because I do really like sci-fi. I just never really read it very much. So I went ahead and bought this book when I randomly was at a bookstore and books were buy one get one half off, so I bought it. And this one, like I said in my previous video, is going into my hospital bag with me, and we'll see if I get to read, you know, when I'm in labor, because I'm sure I can totally focus on starting a epic sci-fi fantasy or sci-fi series, you know, when I'm in labor. We shall see. Anyway, all right, so that is all. Those are all the books that I hope to read in February. Now, if I get around to reading more, then sure, I would definitely read some from my book haul video, like Piranesi. I would definitely read that one by Susanna Clark. It's really super short. If I get time to listen to more audiobooks, then I will do that as well. So we'll just kind of see what mood strikes me. But those are the 4 that I plan on, you know, fingers crossed, getting to in February. So real quick here at the end of this video, I just want to kind of give you some kind of a little farewell, because I don't know how many more videos I'll get to make in the near future. The plan is I will hopefully film some vlogs at home. I'm totally going to exploit my baby for views. It's like, look at this cute baby. Let's read Goodnight Moon together and see how he reacts to it. So anyway, maybe some vlogs, maybe some videos that I can film in my home office. My husband can watch the baby, and then I can, you know, have my home library set up behind me since I won't be coming into work for at least 6 weeks. I do have some new filming equipment, and I have some better lighting and things like that. So I'm thinking that I'll be able to film at home a little bit more. So I'm hoping to continue, you know, reading, filming, all that stuff, maybe listening to a lot of audiobooks. We'll see the best method, maybe ebooks, because if it's in the middle of the night and I'm taking care of the baby, I can, you know, feeding the baby or something, I can have at least my phone out and not have to turn the light on or something. So I don't know, we'll see. But the goal is to get through at least these 4 books in February and hopefully keep making videos. But if not, I will see you soon sometime, and wish me luck. Let me know if you have any parenting tips, and definitely how to read when you have a baby. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Bye.